Welcome back, guys, to another tips and tricks tutorial. Today I'm going to go over stacking. Okay, cool. So stacking is basically stacking your hands on top of each other continuously, however you like. Okay. The most simplest way is you see people stacking up this. Okay. Right. And it sounds very simple, like that's it, just stacking your hands up or down, but it's how you stack your hands up and down that makes your show look cool and interesting, because you could do it this way, which is totally fine, or you could jazz it up by rotating your hands, right? Look at my left hand, okay? That looks a lot cooler than just this, right? Alright, a lot cooler. So, how you make that cooler is by number one, rotating your hands. Okay? So you see my right hand, what I did was I rotated underneath. Right? And look at my left. Right? And this is where stacking becomes fun. Number two, what you want to do is stack your hands kind of like a puzzle. This may be hard to grasp because it's a very abstract idea, but think of your hands as if it's a puzzle. You can stack it. The goal is to stack your hands, but how? And it could be in different variations. Okay. What I like to do is I like to open it up, right, and then stack under. Same thing as this one. Open up, stack under, right? Other stuff you can do is when I lift my right hand up, my left hand rotates, and I stack it back in. Okay. Like again, see? Simultaneously, my right hand goes up, which makes my left hand rotate, close back in. And then from here, I could stack. From here, both of my hands rotate. Right. So from here, if I was like this, both my hand rotates. Both my rotates like this. Okay. It rotates, and then you go back into your stacks. And stacks can be continuous, like see, kind of like you're doing rows, but instead they're stacks. So what I like to do is you could go up and bring the stack back down, right? All right, and then sometimes, so other ways to stack is when you rotate your rotate upward, because a lot of times I'm showing you rotating down, right? But if you rotate upwards, it's not, you're not placed back like this. Your hand's actually reversed like this. So from here, you could play around by rotating both your hands, pull out, push in, there you go, and you can rotate back in, and then you gotta stack again. All right? So you can open up, stack, open up, push, back in. And it's a stack again. See? Open, stack. Okay, so yeah, you could even open out, push this over here, right? Rotate in. So a lot of the motions are rotating in, rotating out, opening, and definitely closing. Right? And pulling back, place in, open this way. Okay, so again, if you put your hands back together like this, you can rotate under to stack, you can rotate forward to stack, right? You can rotate both hands to stack, and that puts you in another position where you stacks below. You can stack by opening up, stack, open up, push over, right? Alright, so open, stack, under stack, over stack, under stack, pull out, that's a stack, both of them stack, the continuous stack. Cool. Yeah, that's stacks are very simple. It's totally up to you. What I created was open out stacks, continuous stacks, the upward stack, and both hands rotate, that's a stack. Even pushing forward, that's a stack. See? And I'm back here now. Alright. So, yeah, have at it. Stacks are very simple, as you can see. Now, please play with your puzzle. See what else you could do. You could even stack this way. See, I just made that up on the spot. Opening up like that, turns into a stack, 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 stack. You can even push out, push back in, and that's a stack, as long as you're stacking. Right? Yeah. Last time, let's recap. Stacking is basically stacking your hands, upward motion or downward motion or side motion, doesn't matter, or round the world motion, as long as you're stacking on top of each other, one way or another. Okay? And use it, and the methodology behind this is stacking your hands like a puzzle. Right? So this way works. Right? This way works. This way works. Alright, whatever it is. Think of it as a puzzle. It unfolds, but it folds back in. Okay? Unfolds, but folds back in. Unfolds, but folds back in. Cool? And yeah, you could have fun with your stacks too, you know? You could play with digits before you stack back in. Pushed out before I stack back in. Wave before I stack back in. Alright. Because you could play with liquid too. That brings you back into your stack. Cool. And then yeah, that is basically it. Feel free to try it out yourself. Do a ISO training and only use stacks, and let me know how that goes. Okay. What I'll do is I'll push out a freestyle of only using stacks. Like ISO training myself. That will, one, help me out and get better, but show you how you can use stacks to use in your shows however you like, in different angles, different concepts, transitioning with different moves as well. Cool. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on the Tips and Tricks tutorial.